If you haven't made your first $1,000 to $10,000 online, I want to show you in this video exactly what I do to generate these kind of results. So what you're seeing here on the screen is a post that I recently made about the results that I am generating. Now, what I'm showing you here is exactly the same thing that I encourage my students to do to generate results, because when you showcase something, people are going to see what you're doing and they are naturally going to be attracted to what you are doing. So this generates attention, and that's the main purpose. Essentially, when you're starting out, you want to generate attention, because if you're starting from scratch, you don't have an audience, then in this video, I'm going to be showing you the process that you could potentially follow, which is the same thing that I follow, that I do when I start something new from scratch, up to these kind of results, to generate these kind of results. So essentially, if you want to generate high ticket sales, because that's what I most focus on, then there is a certain process. Everything can start with something simple. Like, for example, what you see here. This is a Facebook post that I generated or made earlier. And the cool thing is that this same post here was actually generated with AI. And if we head over here, you can see what I actually generated, what I did in the beginning when I was generating this post. So I started with an idea, and then I asked ChatGPT, is this a good Facebook post? And ChatGPT told me this is a solid, attention grabbing, starts punchy and promises value. And then it gave me some ideas to fine tune it. And that's essentially it. It made something better. And that's essentially what I did. As you can see here, this was the end result. And similar posts, just like this one, generate sales. And this is not theory. This is exactly what I'm doing. Some people don't believe this actually works, but it does. Of course, you're going to need a way to generate an audience, to reach out to people in some way. But I'm going to be showing you what I do in this video. So what you see here, this is an example post of what you could do. So one of these posts generated this sale here, and this actually came from Facebook. Now, I generate traffic, leads and sales from Facebook. I also use Instagram, and I also use other platforms. Now, I'm not focusing just on one platform, because I feel it's so easy to repurpose content these days and to actually create content with AI. So AI can actually be used to both create and then repurpose the content across different platforms, which wasn't possible earlier because AI wasn't available like this now. For example, if we're talking about Facebook, right, what you can do to generate leads easily is to start adding people to your friends list. So you can go to friends here, and what you can do is you can start with the suggestions here, and then you can start adding people here. So I'm going to do this in front of you so you see exactly how this works. I wouldn't add more than 10 to 15 people in the morning and 10 to 15 people in the afternoon, like this. Like this. Just adding people to your friends list, essentially. I would usually focus on people where I can see a real profile picture. I would avoid anything related to crypto, something like that, as you can see here, like that. And then that's one way. And then there's different groups in the Make Money Online niche, depending on which niche you're into, but I am the Make Money Online niche, making money, high ticket sales. You can go into different groups and try to generate results that way, adding people to your friends list. You don't want to necessarily message them, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but one of the easiest ways, which is very smooth in my opinion, is to add people and then you post stuff and then people start reaching out to you. And when I say reach out, they're going to be reaching out to you through Instagram and Facebook, and then you can talk to them, and then you want to send them to something, okay? So you're going to need a product for that. I'm going to be showing you a little bit about what I'm doing, so you can see that in just a moment. But essentially, you can see how things can start, okay? So what you could do with a post like the one that I showed you earlier, this one here, you can go and you can take this, you can go to the YouTube community here, or actually what I'm going to do here is just going to screenshot this here like this. And then I'm going to go to the YouTube community section, and I'm going to be uploading this image here. Very simple stuff. actually. Now you can see here that it doesn't fit. So what you could do is you can go to Canva, for example, but before you're going to need the dimensions of the YouTube community post. So I'm just going to check this here first. Then you go to create a design within Canva and you go to custom size and we're going to add that here. So 1600 by 1600 like that. And then you click on create new design. And now I'm just going to drag the image to the canvas here. Have it like this. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Hopefully this is gonna work. If not, I might have to just redo it. Well, it doesn't look that good. So what I'm gonna do here is gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna go back to Facebook. I'm gonna copy this here. Go back to Canva. Get rid of this. And I add a text here. Add a text box. But I'm gonna change the font here. I'm gonna go for maybe this one, something like this, and then I'm gonna go and change the background. So I click here and let's see the background color, maybe something like this or this, but I'm gonna change this to white. I'm maybe gonna be adding an effect to it, an outline, black one, something like that. And then here, because on this post here I have a fire emoji. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to take maybe some of these. Okay, didn't work. So I might need to add something from the element section, fire emoji, or I can search online, fire emoji PNG, maybe this one here. So I'm going to go and visit this one and download this to my computer and click on free download. Okay, so you can do this different ways, but essentially you get the idea. The post and it can be a keyword or like an emoji like this one. And then I'm going to save this to my computer. So you can see the process is actually very simple. It takes a couple of seconds to minutes. I click on download and I'm going to be saving this on my computer. So now I'm back on the YouTube community section here and I click on select from computer and I'm going to add this image now. And now it looks so much better. I can basically check it out and save the preview and then I click on post. And that's essentially it. So that's the process that I follow. Very simple stuff. And you can repurpose, as you see, this content that I just used from Facebook to the YouTube community section. Now, the next step could be that you explain exactly what you're doing and you explain your process. So the way that you do stuff online is unique maybe to you. The way that I do stuff is probably unique to my way of doing things. There are probably other people that do similar stuff that I do. There's always something that I do maybe in a way that someone else is not doing it. So this is an example of exactly that. So what you can see here is that when you start taking action on something that you learned or discovered, you have something to talk about. And when you have something to talk about, you start generating attention. And when you start generating attention, you start generating leads. And I've repeated this many times, but the truth is that I do this because it works. So we have Facebook, we have Instagram where you can share your results. We have TikTok as well. We have the YouTube community section. We have YouTube. And then basically below the videos, you just add a link that goes to what you have to offer. So there's two ways. You're going to generate traffic through these different platforms. People watch what you do. You have a link in your profiles and people see what you do. People reach out to you through Instagram, Facebook, and you talk to them and you show them what you're doing. So what I do is I share with people what I do inside these different platforms. So here, below in the description, you're going to find the details to the exact same method, what I've explained here, and more, which is going to uncover the ultimate profit vehicle that catapulted us, I say us because I'm doing this with a friend, to $10,000 in just 30 days. And I have a free training, which you can, if you click here, you can opt in and get that training. Now, right now, and you're going to see that we have a special deal for people that want to work with us. It's entirely your decision. And if you want to apply this to whatever you're doing or something else, that's totally fine as well. However, we know from experience that when you're starting out, it's a little bit hard to generate results. You can, okay, if you apply it, but sometimes you need help implementing all of this stuff. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're helping people to generate the first sale in 30 days, or when a going to keep on working with you until you do. Plus, we're going to be helping you with a 30 days one-to-one coaching, which is not going to be offered again. This is highly limited. We had 20 spots available. Now we have just 9 spots available because we're not going to be able to offer this to everyone. This is not false scarcity or anything like that. This is just so we can help people. And we have a limit to how many people we can actually help. But this is based on our experience. We've actually generated more than $1 million in sales in the last couple of years online since we started. I started 2018 because of my health issues. You can find all the details below and let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon.